What is up, everybody? It's the Transcodedtitan here, back with an actually consistent upload schedule. Shocker, I know. Today we'll be talking about the Legacy Armada Leader class, Voyager class, Megatron. And just so you know, it's like 11:59 on New Year's Eve. So fireworks are probably going to start happening at any moment, and if it's not fireworks, it's gunshots because I live in a very unsafe neighborhood. But let's just start talking about Daddy Megs. Now, before we get too in-depth with the figure, I've gotta admit, I've never seen Armada. I've seen bits, I've seen clips here and there, but I've never actually sat down and watched the show. Oh, there goes the first firework. Happy New Year, I guess. But, oh fuck, he's a very nice looking tank. Very reminiscent of animated Shockwave, even though this design came out first, with a whole ass Insecticon on the front. And if you aren't aware, this does become his head. Overall, this is a very nice looking tank. It's simple yet appealing. There are rolling wheels on the bottom, but it rolls, but it's really more sliding than anything. For tank posability, the turret can rotate that far that way, and that far that way, and then this piece can come up and twist around. I think it's supposed to go like that if you want it out in tank mode, but honestly, I don't like that piece, so I'm never going to use it until we get to fucking Tidal Wave. But he's not out yet. No real bottom kibble, which is nice. I was not expecting the head to be covered up. So, I guess it's already time for size comparisons. For size comparisons, here he is with the Legacy Voyager Sandstorm. Another green tank, the Ocular Max Brawl. I can't remember what the fuck his actual name is. My previous review, the X-Transbots Bond James, and of course, could you guys stop killing each other? And of course, Nemesis Prime. Now let's go ahead and get David K here into his robot mode, which will be significantly less painful than last week. To start off with, for his transformation, you're going to take the turret and lift it to the side. That's just to help with clearance. Then you're going to take these green panels, just pop them up, they tab in, and then there's a tab, that green, it tabs in right there, and you'll just untab and fold it all down on some nice clicky ratchets. Close that up, and then you're gonna unfold the foot. Next up, you're gonna take the turret, rotate it so that the turret is up, so you can rotate the waist around, then rotate it down, so that you're going to lift up these pieces. Then you're going to take these black pieces, they tab into the tread, untab, and fold it so it fills out the chest. Then you're going to want to bring that down. It doesn't lock in, and that's pretty annoying, but I mean, what can you do? And you're going to want to, I find the best way is to twist on that a little bit, then get in there and pull the arm out, close that back up, pull the shoulder down, and then you'll take this peg and reveal his arthritis hand, and you'll just take that, flip it in, and there you go. Now for the turret, I believe what you were technically supposed to do is have it slung like that, but I mean, if you want, you could do the typical tank former thing and have it sticking up, Or you can lift up this arm and bring it under his armpit, which is technically another cannon thing you can do. But I usually honestly leave it in the typical Tankformer way, but there is an exception which we will get to in a little bit, you impatient piece of shit. Now, if it wasn't obvious, this guy is very much not G1 Megatron, and I am so happy about that. We really need more of non-G1 stuff, which is the whole idea of Legacy. So, if you don't like Armada Megatron's design, fuck you. Now, despite me sucking off this Megatron design, I can understand why people might not like the horns. I mean, like, who is he to call thrust Squidhead when he, as I said earlier, has a whole Insecticon on his head? Like, I can understand not liking the horns, but I don't know if this is intentional, but you can take him off. But now his head looks weird. Also, the horns are like rubberized, and this horn came out of the package bent, so that sucks. And I'm sure if I heat it up with a hairdryer I could fix it, but like, next thing I would like to talk about though is if you take the tip of the gun barrel or the tank barrel, you can pull it off, then take his arthritis hand or his regular hand and fold it in, and there's a peg right there and a hole right there, peg right there. And this peg is actually tighter than the one that it's supposed to go on, but you can do the Evo Fusion. I hate myself. And now he's kind of got a fusion cannon, which, honestly, this is how I display him. When I like to display the turret like this when I don't have the full barrel on, because I just feel like it's too long. But he looks really good like this. I don't know. The blast effects that used to come with figures, I don't know if it'll fit in that, but I'm guessing it would. But yeah, very nice. Now, for posability, he has a ball joint at the head. He can't look up or down very far, but I mean, it's just the nature of the design. You can't move the whole shoulder pad forward or backward. There are upgrade kits to do that, but I'm not going to get it because it's probably going to mess up the tidal wave combination. But the shoulder pad moves up so you can. I don't know if you heard that car, but goddamn. He can move forward, not any back, and then he can move out to the side. You can also mess with all of these extra joints, but I don't really count that. You got a bicep swivel. A little over 90-degree bend at the elbow. He does have a wrist swivel, but it bumps into itself, so it's kind of useless. And then he's got a waist swivel, which is amazing. He's got ratchets to kick forward and back, but the outward movement on the leg sucks. Like, it is way too loose. Like, why wasn't that a ratchet? Like, you got those sexy knee ratchets to get 90 degrees, but you gave him a loose ass outward bend? That's stupid. And then you've got a really nice pivot, which, oh my god, I am so happy mainline figures are getting ankle pivots. And the sculpted in detail so it doesn't have the gross cut. Oh, mainline is getting so good. God fucking damn. For size comparison once again, here he is with Sandstorm, Brawl, I think his name was Probus, Ocular Max Probus, Punch, or actually Counterpunch, my bad, and of course, now before this video ends, there is one last thing to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the fusion cannon. And we're going to pull the turret down again, grab by this green section and the legs, and just pull. And now he's got a fucking bulimic waist. Rotate around at the waist, then rotate this. It's hard to get this green bit rotated around, and put the turret back up. And you're gonna want to leave this up. This is where tidal wave is probably gonna clip in, but for now, go ahead and collapse it again. And now you've got his weak ass hips, can't hold him up, but there's his super mode. Optimus had one, so I guess he's got to have one. I think he did use this in the show. Again, I have not seen Armada, and the original toy could do this, but I find it just makes him kind of front heavy, and he just like leans forward too much for my taste. I don't really like this. When we get tidal wave, it'll probably look better, but for now, it looks bad. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this guy. If they repaint him into Galvatron, I will not get him, because I don't really need two of the same mold, but this guy does make me want to get the Optimus to go with him, so look forward to that review in the future whenever I get him. But overall, this guy really is fun. Not perfect, the shoulders are really annoying, but otherwise, I really do like him. I got him at my local Walmart. He might be on sale in places, I don't really fucking know. I'm not an expert. Anyways, that's it for this video. Go ahead and... How did you get in my hand? Listen, I'm trying to upload more consistently, but it's hard when I am a full-time college student with a full-time job. You know what? No, I am sick of you. What do you want me to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Beast.